So this is my ZF6. It's got 70,000 miles on it, and we're gonna put it in that truck. But first, we're gonna take all the brackets off and paint it Chevrolet orange. So me and Chris just brought over those two ramps, the same ones we had Johnny's truck on last year. And the reason for that is transmission swap. You might think, oh, but you have a hoist. Well, the hoist isn't bolted down yet, and this truck weighs a lot. And we don't know if we trust working under that hoist with this amount of weight on there. So it looks like we're doing another tranny swap on the ground. So we're taking out the throw out or release bearing and the slave cylinder. On these trucks, it's a one piece. So you put a new release bearing in with the slave cylinder at the same time. I have a brand new one from the dealership. I was talking to a guy that has a sweet pull truck, a 7.2 liter Duramax, and he said that was a good idea. We're gonna put the heavy transmission on that so it's easier to move around, and we can stand it up on end to then wash it. So when we tilted up on end, it was leaking oil out of the breather tube right up here on the top of the transmission. So we're going to drain the oil out and try again. Want to go up? So I've got some really good engine degreaser, and we're going to degrease this transmission.
Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh honey, though our friendship ceases from now on.
So now it's all clean, we're going to let it dry, and once it's dry, we're going to paint it.
Wow, with the ShamWow, look at that shine. Buy it now for $19.99. But wait, we'll double the offer.
Here's the paint. It's engine enamel, so it should be able to handle some heat. We're just going to mainly focus on the bottom, but we're going to cover the whole transmission. So we're out of paint. I'm gonna go grab another can tomorrow morning, and we'll come back and put another can on there for layer number 2.
We got it! We got it!
We gotta dig our way to the next building to get the floor jack. So the first step to yanking a transmission out is to take out your drive shaft. That consists of using a 0 offset 11mm wrench from Matco Tools. You just crack them loose and spin them out. Then you need to take out your 2 bolts holding up the hanger bearing. Then you slide the drive shaft out of the transfer case. As you can see, the drive shaft is now out.
Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh, honey, though our friendship ceases from now on. If you can't say anything real nice, it's better not to talk at all, is my advice.
So me and Josh are gonna crack the T-case backwards and bring it forward through the cross member, and hopefully nothing goes wrong.
Hopefully we don't break it because I only have one spare. Ready? Just don't put your eyes on me. Oh, yeah, it's.
My arm's underneath it, but
Mine too.
we can roll it up.
Yep. And then this down.
Man. Only got a little bit on my arm. Yeah, not too bad. Nope.
It's bedtime and we have to wake up to shovel snow.
We're getting snowed in tonight. This is our sometime early 2000s E150 field bomber van we just got. Has slicks, exhaust upgrade, starts mint, really loud, and we already painted the rims. We're just gonna paint the rest of it.
Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh, honey, though our friendship ceases from now on. If you can't say anything real nice, it's better not to talk at all, is my advice.
So we painted the van. It has our logo on it, as you can see. And the reason why we did that, first of all, because it's our channel name. And whatever scrapyard it goes to when we're done, we'll clean the side of the van, and it's like free advertising for how many ever amount of time it sits there. There's also free candy inside. I'll show you. That press is right on the front. Let's go for a little rip. Right there is all ice.
Yeah?
You want to try?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. I got it stuck. It's very cold, and we got a kilometer walk to walk all the way back to the farm. So I have to take 8 or 9 little bolts out here to get the top half of this rad fan shroud off. Then another few bolts for the bottom part of the shroud, just to spin one little bolt on the motor to then pull the transmission out. It's a typical Ford thing. Oh, I mean Chevy.
Now that we've pulled the starter down, moved the shroud, and pulled out the most of the bell housing studs and the torque converter bolts, as well as all the bolts holding brackets onto the transmission, we're basically ready to drop the transmission as soon as Mike undoes the downpipe to the exhaust, so we can get the exhaust out of the way to get the transmission cooler lines out. is out, the automatic is out. That's step one to pulling out, or that's step one to putting your ZF6 in your truck. So now we need to clean up this mess and we can carry on. We'll be back in the next video installing the standard.
Have a good day.
It's better not to talk at